all through the grace of God, but it was also because we sacrificed. We live below our means. Even today, I'm not living in a, $10 million mansion. Even today, I still house hack. So we live on 3 acres and I rent out space for people to park their boats so I can make money to pay the taxes on this property. That was my mentality, was always live for free. And I got that from the Marine Corps. Gave you housing. I'm like, I'm never paying for housing. What was your mindset? What was your shift from earning a paycheck to building wealth?
I mean, I think the biggest shift was the book 4 Hour Workweek, which is, it just basically talks about how if you work a W-2, you work a salary job, the mindset is, how can I do the least amount of work and still have a job and get out of here as early as possible and get my paycheck?
One of the businesses you can do that is through real estate investment. You can, like the saying goes, you earn money while you sleep, right? So that's a good shift in mindset.
I mean, yeah, investing in yourself and personal development is probably the most important thing you can do. So the more I've grown, the less I'm reading like foundational stuff and more like, I have a problem or I'm going to have a problem. How do I solve that very quickly? I spent $60,000 last year on a performance coach and a mindset coach. I spent probably $100,000 if you count events and conferences and masterminds that I go to. I think journaling. I think I wake up in the morning and I'm not as consistent as I should be, but I try to journal about what I'm going to do that day, my goals, and what I want to accomplish.
I'm a firm believer that habits is what makes successful people successful. So I have developed that habit of constantly prospecting and marketing. That's what has led me to continue to be successful. And I think, especially Marine Corps recruiters, if I'm looking to hire a sales staff and I see an application and it's a Marine recruiter, I'm hiring that person.
You need to surround yourself with people who have similar goals or have already achieved what you want to, and that'll make your life substantially easier in getting there.
Great advice. And again, people, if you're a veteran, join his group. Even if you're not looking to be a real estate investor, join his group because you're going to learn stuff, and the group itself, it's going to give you the necessary support you need to make sure you stay on track financially. It's sad that the Marine Corps stopped doing that, because that financial class that they made me take when I first stepped foot in Camp Pendleton really changed my life. If you want to see the full podcast, go to my YouTube channel.